Hey everybody, this is William from the Godzilla Files coming at you today with a new Let's Play video, and we're back playing SpaceGodzilla's walkthrough. And I kind of thought about it. I'm probably going to go with Mothra because we just went against Mechagodzilla in the last battle, and to be honest with you, I don't want to go up against him again. Alright, so here we go. I'm kind of curious as to how SpaceGodzilla is going to do against Mothra. I think as a lot of people have kind of pointed out, he isn't the best, when it comes to this game. And mostly just because, he doesn't have, any kind of range on his physical attacks. It really boils down to, his, his beam attacks and things like that. He's slow moving. It's definitely not an easy go with him. Ooh. That's that. Alright, so here we go. I actually have been spending the day watching the Heisei series of films, and I actually I've just finished watching Godzilla vs. Mothra, so that also kind of went with the decision here. It's not a bad movie. It's not as bad as I remember it, but I definitely would say it's one of the weaker Godzilla movies from that period of time. I just don't think, they really had any original ideas for Mothra. Oh, look at this. I love these moments, the whole cutscene and everything like that. And I literally just saw this in Godzilla vs. Mothra, so this is actually pretty great. And this is definitely something the game does really well. It has a lot of throwbacks to scenes and, locations to the movies, as I've kind of mentioned before. Alright, so where is she? Oh, there she is. I don't know if she's coming to attack me, or she's just kind of relaxed. Oh no, she definitely is. Alright, let's see how we do against her. I'm not even sure if SpaceGodzilla's going to be able to hit her. So this could be definitely a problem. Ooh. Nope, nope. There we go. Oh, okay. So, that definitely works the best. And we'll just... Oh! That was actually pretty clever. So, this is what happens when there's no block in a game. Because there's really nothing I can do when she's hitting me like this. I have the shield, but that's about it. But none of my attacks really seem to do any kind of damage, or can't even really hit her. So, other than this attack. And while, yeah, I'm pretty much spamming the Chrono Beam attack, it's really the only thing that seems to be working against her. Yep, and there we go. A lot easier than I thought. Alright, let's go back to what I was doing. Destroying the city. So yeah, as I was saying, I was watching some of the Heisei films this weekend, and I left off with Godzilla vs. Mothra. And it's not a bad film. I don't think any of the Heisei films are too terrible, but I would definitely say it's not a strong film. I kind of felt like it was a remake of Mothra vs. Godzilla in a lot of ways. And, Mothra vs. Godzilla is my favorite movie from the Showa period, but, this one just does not work, and I don't know, it's weird. I just don't know why it doesn't, but, it's just not that interesting. But, I have to say, Batra is a pretty cool design. I think you can't go wrong with him. He's definitely a more badass version of Mothra and such. Oh man, do that. Okay. You know, my favorite is always going to be Godzilla versus Biollante. I think that, to me, is the best Heisei movie. I really do like it. I just, everything about it I enjoy. You know, I know a lot of people think Godzilla versus King Ghidorah is good, and it is. It's definitely super enjoyable. But, oof, it's so convoluted. You know, even watching it now, I'm still like, okay, I guess some of this makes sense. And time travel, I don't think I've ever really seen a movie get it right. So, to expect a Godzilla film to get it right, maybe my expectations are a little too high. But it's still enjoyable. I think King Ghidorah looks probably the best in that film than he probably has in, you know, a lot of other movies. I think that's kind of the image that people think of when they think of King Ghidorah. And I totally get why. It's... back up a little bit. Nice. He's definitely very good in that. He looks amazing. I kind of wish they did something a little bit different with his roar. I wish they kind of kept the roar from the Showa period, or maybe just modified that a little bit. But, you know, that's just nitpicking stuff. I think the Godzilla suit looks the best. You know, in these Heisei movies, I think, to me, that is a stereotypical Godzilla. That is what, when you think of Godzilla, that is what you're going to picture. And I think that's something that the Heisei doesn't get enough credit for. They really did upgrade a lot of their kaijus in a lot of great ways. You know, I think a lot of people would say that their Heisei counterparts, you know, whether that's Godzilla or King Ghidorah or Mothra, even Rodan, they all look great. You know, I think maybe the only one that people kind of are always a little bit negative on is the SpaceGodzilla. And I get why. He kind of doesn't have the personality like the original SpaceGodzilla. You know, the original SpaceGodzilla just looks so cool. I don't think there's any denying that. But that's okay. You know, I still don't think that's a problem. I do like SpaceGodzilla and even Rodan. So, alright, let's just destroy this capital here, just like any kaiju would. Is everything destroyed? Oh, no. Oh, now it is. Okay. So what's going on now? So, oh, okay. So they're upgrading the disaster level. So this part's kind of cool. I always liked how they kind of upgraded the weaponry, the weapons that I'm going to face on a regular basis. You know, whether that's the tanks or helicopters, you know, and they kind of follow the movies too, like especially the Heisei. They do a great job of representing the Heisei period, and I understand why. I think the weapons are very unique. Oof. So as the time goes on, they're gonna be more and more like the Heisei weapons. Like the laser helicopters and maser cannons, things like that are all going to start appearing. So that's kind of cool, and I think that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. It's like I said, this game is made for the fans, and I think there's little things like that they do throughout everything. Ooh, so Anguirus or Godzilla? Definitely think I'm going to go with Godzilla on this one. You know, SpaceGodzilla is already going to have to meet Godzilla down the line sooner or later, so why don't I take out the American Godzilla? So that's going to be exciting. But let me know if you guys really want to see Anguirus. I will gladly go fight him as well. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all later.